everybody. Hi everybody. This is Sherry, and I want to thank you for coming onto my YouTube channel. And I am doing a succulent identification video file for YouTube as well as for my Facebook group, Succulent Babies, and Succulent Sherry's on my Instagram, and Succulent Babies on Instagram. So today we're talking about Camellia, tiger jade, and that would be these plants right here. And she's a beautiful plant. She would get up to about 2 inches high. And let's talk about her. Okay, so she is a gorgeous plant. If you've ever seen these kind of plants, their leaves are very hard leaves. They are not soft, and their pointy ends will hurt you if you actually point into them. Now this is a watering mechanism that I have for them. I've actually sprayed, and when it comes to watering them thoroughly, you do that when the soil is dry. And right before I did this YouTube channel recording, I was on my Facebook, and on my Facebook I showed them how to water. So when the soil is very dry, what I have is a clear, clean, brand new eyedropper that I am going to put water into. And once you put the water into it, you place that into the pot like that. And when it comes time for watering, all you have to do is give it a little squeeze. You also can use a spray bottle with clear, clean water that you can put a spray onto the plants. Okay, so when the soil is completely dry to the touch, which it was, I then decided to water it. So then if you do water it, you'll let it drain completely, and you have to make sure that it completely drains out. Now I keep these outside. They are for sale on my group, Facebook group called Succulent Babies, for $6 each, and I have a sale. If you buy one, you get the other one half price. So they're really amazing plants, and I'll tell you why. When it comes even to watering, you could tell it just takes up a little bit of water, and that's how you will water it. Okay, and then if you like to give it a spray, that would be encouraging as well. Okay, so that's how I water my tiger jade. All right, and then I spray it with a spray of water. Okay, and it likes it, believe me. It's like, yay, it's happy. So the soil is good. Okay, this one as well. So it gets to be about 2 inches high if it does grow inside of a pot this size. Now you can see there's two different sizes, being that this is 4 inches and this is about 5. So the taller, the bigger the pot is, the more the plant grows. So hardiness, let's talk about the hardiness on these plants. Hardiness is from 9 to 11 and up to 20 degrees. So if you have these outside and you're going to keep them outside, if you live in an area where it gets to be below 20 degrees, you have to bring them in because they will not survive. They are house plants, and they started off as house plants, and then of course you can move them out and put them outside, but if it gets below 20 degrees, they will suffer and they will not survive. Okay, so here comes a picture, a visual picture for you, and this is taken off the succulentsbox.com, and I thank you, succulentsbox.com. They actually can you can purchase these, but when I was printing these out, I noticed that it says that they were unavailable. So I have the availability. I have a vendor on my nursery, and I have about 60 of these available at $6 each. That's a good price, considering that the price that I saw on here was about the same amount. Okay, let me just show you if I can. They had purchases from people that actually talked about how much they wanted it to grow a little bit bigger. Okay, so that's interesting too, because you do want the plant to grow. Temperature wise, average summer temperatures should be about 65 Fahrenheit, which is 18 degrees Celsius. Okay, Celsius, and then all the way up to just 70. So that's an ideal. So anything past that, more than that, is too hot, okay? So it can survive temperatures as low as 50 degrees, but if it goes anything below that, like 40, 30, 20, again, they will not survive, okay? It can survive though, but I'd be very careful about the coldness of temperature. So feeding it once it starts the growing season, which in the growing season would be during the summertime. Summertime you would actually feed it once with a controlled release fertilizer. I do not fertilize my plants, so I would not know to give you any suggestions of what kind to use. So what it's actually saying too, thank you so much. Thank you so much, William. I see that you've joined me here. Thank you. The summertime, they do produce flowers, and that would be so nice to have. I've never seen them actually have any white or pink flowers on them, but if you can give a visual of this plant having that beautiful look of a flower. You know, I do visuals all the time. I do, I'll sit here and I'll draw. Thank you, Karen. And then, this beautiful little pink flower comes out of this plant. That's very pretty. Okay, and then, of course you can add the details. I'm such into creative. I'm so into it that it's crazy how I am. I'll be sitting there just drawing some plants instantly. Okay. So yeah, Camellia, Tiger Jade, and the rosettes, the dark green leaves with the spots and the designs are just is such a pretty plant. Indoor plant. It used to be a house plant. Okay. So yeah, I am Succulent Babies on Facebook, and I'm also Succulent Babies here. So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. I love what I do. I love sharing and showing you and identifying all the succulents that I have in my series of videos. Alright, if you purchase from me, you'll receive a free eyedropper. Alright guys, have a great night.